Boy, ain't shit stopping, ain't shit dropping, it's funny, it's serious. Boy, and they hit us with dope and kill us with the fuck with our leaders, I'm curious. You cash down on your blood, you traded you in and bought a new bitch. See, actually the prophets are telling the street. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in the dreams. I say you won't say it no more. I swear this crap. Try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed me up on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the hoes in this world and don't go together.
Shalom Israel. Right. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 125th Street, Harlem. We have been teaching this truth since 1969 at the Black, Hispanic, and the Native Indian Nation of Israel under commanding General Yohanna. Right. So tonight I'll be holding on the class for priest and officer Makar Kabal. Right. So you usually teach the Monday night history class, right? So as I see as rightfully all the other brothers, you always see brothers interchanging, just like right through the week sometime you'll see this brother and another brother and thing, right? And also next voice you will be hearing with me more or less speaking when the night is Officer Maikwa and I'm Officer Shah, right? And thing, right? So this is where the I.S.U.P.K now bring back all the knowledge and to you Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because that is really who you are, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, right? So when we do all these show all these videos, do all these talking and enlighten things, we enlighten we nation, right? Which is the same Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians under commanding General Yohanna. So tonight class will be about independence, right? So again now. Just like again now, all these other things, the Black man and Native Indians and Negroes, you all taking part. And when you watch we again, we still at the bottom of society and thing, right? And just like we keep on doing all these holidays and everything, right? And they're losing we and thing. And ask yourself today again, what independence the black man have today and thing, right? When you watch wrong and thing, and to say, well, yeah, the black man is a free man and thing, right? But we're not free. But we still in slavery, and independence is about slavery. Right. Just like the next one, just like the next holiday will up and all to Emancipation Day. Emancipation Day is about slavery, right? And we have no right to be celebrating Independence Day, because Independence Day, when we celebrate Independence Day, we just gain the white man recognition at the wickedness he do. And when you check back out again, you're saying, well, hey, you're free now and all kind of things. So you check yourself now, you get free. But when every year reach now, you celebrating this coming around and thing. And this is the trick these other nations and them thing, the white man again, right? And not really for the black man to cut yourself. So just like Christmas and thing, right? They give all them food, they give all the food, the gift and thing, right? But not to yourself looking into the Christmas and thing, because why that's the food, the gift, the lime, everything about and everything else, but not looking into Christmas to see, well, hey, wait now, what this thing is really about, but that blind, the same thing now coming to Independence Day and thing, right? For black people now to focus back and really to see, well, hey, what really going on with me today? What they do? They come and give we parades and thing, right? And every year they watch everybody that's waiting for till the 31st of August to reach to go up in Port of Spain and see the parades of all the regiments and them the police, right? And when they check back all this and all to the same ones and then coming to oppress you and the same thing murder in the streets and all to the same way and all to. Right. So the same people when they're going up and all to, the same people coming to oppress you and thing, right? The same one of them if you light blue and thing, if you light blue and thing, they're charging you. They're giving you tickets for $1,000. You forget your license home, $1,000 and right. All these things and this is a part of your oppressing system and thing here out here and thing, right? And we finding ourselves, I know why you're forgetting about all that again. I know what? It wasn't for COVID-19 right now. Everybody, next week Tuesday, we're gonna go up then after that. Yeah, and police them wicked, them army and them the wicked all kind of thing. But every year I go and look to go and watch the parades and all these things and them. And when you check back out, you ain't going back to the whole history everything. And you're gonna stick all this small video. And this is thing we're losing with people and all too again, right? That's why they say Independence Day and what? Look the parades and the bands and them. Right.
takes us to
If you watch right now, on these streets and thing, right? You see who falling up the streets waiting to watch this right now, yeah, and thing. You see who out there, all the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians out there, and thing. You hardly seen any other nations and thing, right? And they show about these other nations going and look to make some money when they say rich again. The same thing coming all these stupid holidays and them, right? They show Angostura right now. They go and stock up all the rum and thing. The same thing with all them food when that's going to look to stock up and all thing. Traveling, going to look to think government going to make sure all them bus and thing in order and thing and to make all that profit when they come and work for what. But the same thing we put in what are in slavery and you gain that recognition and thing. But we're not supposed to be getting that no recognition when the day come, right? Then go ahead again. Hold on there. Earlier on, we had the police, right? And they sell PT the uniform. So some T-line company, some called Jimmy Abu, all of them again going to get rich off by the government again, because you know here what happening here if they're keeping all these things again and things are not supposed to be keeping out here for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The police there, you see the police and them part now prison service again. You see what's going on to all the brothers and them in the jail and thing again. You see what happening here again? And yeah, and we be coming and we gathering and all them things, right? And this is what's going on. I see what they're doing with brothers and them. There's all kind of 15 of them and they do the crime and then after they check back all 15 of them in one cell. And then thing I see what's going on, no proper facilities for them to use like toilets and all kind of thing. And you see what happening here, and then you see the same thing happening here. Even the fire service and all too. Then when you check something go wrong in the house, they show your house burning down the same way, and then when they do save it, it's about it might just 10% really back. So when you check back out you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you're in trouble right through with the government. You're in trouble right through with the government. No matter what part of it you look at it, the ambulance service, the hospital, the same thing happening and all to the same way and thing, right? When these people them could the other nation could go by all these private institutions and them call the ambulance, come for the people and them shit. When you go and call, you have to wait hours and thing. And then after you're not sure if your family members gonna make it or not. The same thing happening here.
Right.
So none of the government system here, it's not working for black people. And thing like that. Here we are every year. We're going to follow. We're going to wait for Independence Day and all kind of thing, right? And when Independence Day is about slavery and thing, right? And just like everybody like to come and say, yeah, forget it and thing, right? But forget it and what you're going on today, black people to the bottom and thing, right? Black people getting murdered in the streets and thing, right? Black people the low-end jobs and them things. Black people the one calling the other nations calling them all kind of different words and thing, and nobody to stop it and thing, right? Because right. We sin against the most and all these things upon me. So when they check back all these things, independences have nothing to do with black people. Right? So you could cut it off.
Answer that question.
Where the fuck am I?
And just as you were saying earlier, it come like we celebrating with own oppression. Right? Because as I say rightfully, every year we gather in and understand to go out and celebrate this day and celebrating the police and the army and all these things. And just as I say, for the next 364 days in the year, these same people come back to oppress we. Understand? Right? And to beat you in the street. And that's where I come from, and to invade people's homes with all go around, right? And to plant drugs on the black and the Hispanic community, right? These are the people who bringing down oppression on me. And then when they come in the year for independence now we celebrating them, and that's for we own oppression.
Good. And I hope all the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are a year in it, right? And things right. So you say you have one prophet, you have another prophet, and you have another prophet saying the same thing again. So something can't be wrong here, right? And so it can't be right. The same thing too. So you see a year in it and thing here now, right? And then here in it for yourself. So all these things again is oppression for you black Hispanics and Native Indians and all, right? And then after you see, what happening, the sisters and them now in the service and things. These are things not supposed to be taking place and things. Now we have these sisters holding gun, want to rank off and remain and them things. So they tell you, if the most I had a military, these things could never be taking place and things. We women in the force and things that could never be taking place. The most I would have find a job for them, and that is no job for we sisters and them to be in, right?
Right.
So let me go to the scriptures now to show independence and where independence come from, right? And all right. So give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Come. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right, so there's the Mosai saying, right? So the Mosai saying he's going to bring you into Egypt again with ships, right? So when you check back out, Egypt means bondage again, right? And when you talk about Egypt, so now he come Egypt now. And what happened with you again, with you blacks, Hispanics, and by ships? So that's showing that hey, you're going back into bondage. Going back in the money, not meaning that hey, you're under the Egyptians and them more again. You're showing now, hey, we're going back into bondage. So now who I come from who I went with ship, the white man, and thing, right?
Right.
And now you see that here now, right? Go ahead.
Come. By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right. So after that again, the carrier way. That's like when you're going to leave you jump in your car, right? And then maybe say you live in Port and you're going Sando and thing. After that long you started jumping in a car, you started to see your house no more until thing, right? So you maybe going to return. But here it is now. When you go now, you jump in a car now. You're not going to see nothing till you come back in. Then no more. So here that's what the most I saying here. So you go on that ship and you're not going to see your homeland no more again, right?
Right.
So Israel, we're not seeing Israel right now. And this is what the most I talk again. We're not seeing Israel right now. Other people occupying Israel today, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Right, so there you are sold unto enemies of bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So here and now, here on the verse 10 and 10, right? So all you want to align yourself with all these other nations. So the Most High saying your enemies and them, right? So when you have an enemy and thing, what the enemy could do, the enemy could thief from you, he could kill you, all kind of thing. Not he's not going to do you good. And this is what the Most High and this is what we nation losing this something and aligning yourself with them and saying yeah because some of them do a good and thing, but you're the other nations is the enemies and thing.
Right.
Forget about one of them doing good for you and thing, but you're the most I said like iron rusted and things. So just say iron at a certain time will be shining, and then after it start to get rusty and thing. 1 minute it could be real good there, and after that they'll turn on you and thing, right? But you're the most I So from the beginning, the most I hey, these people is your enemies and them and thing, right? So don't matter, always have that in your mind and thing. Don't drop your guard and thing, right? This is the most I and warn everybody's other nations and there's the enemies, right?
Right.
And then we say there were your soul for bondmen and bondwomen and thing, right? So again, it's in the scriptures and thing, right? And who is talking to the nation of Israel, right? This is who the Most High talking to. Say, hey, we didn't listen to the Most High, now all these things come upon me, right? Give me So this is one week name, a little here and a little there. So now we're going to another book and now you're going to see this again now come and happen here now again, right? Give me Joel chapter 1 and verse 1. Verse 3. Chapter 3, verse 1.
Oh, chapter 3, verse 1.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Right, so Joel chapter 3 and verse 1, right? So for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. So right now again, the Most High waking up you Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and letting you know, hey, or in slavery right here, and now you reminding you now, hey, these are the people and them who put you in slavery and things. Don't forget it. Just like I'll be reading Deuteronomy 20, your enemies and them. Say, see these other nations and them, you letting know these other nations is the enemy. These are the people and them pour into slavery, So now you have the priest and the prophet and reminding, which is now the I.S.U.P.K. now reminding you that, hey, you Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, these other nations put her in captivity and do not forget it. Because here now you want these prophets to push that knowledge out there that, hey, you is the children of Israel and these are the people them put her in slavery and for you to come out of that, you have to come back to the Most High. Go to verse 2.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 2. And I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among all the nations and parted my land.
Right, so I will, and here the Most High going to say, I will also gather all nations and bring them down in the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? So we're talking about that again down in the Middle East, right? And we're all thinking we come from the same Israel again. And where Israel is down in, we say, no, I plead with them for my people, for my heritage, them among the nations. So all we want to say, but forget about slavery and things. Right now, the Most High saying, nah, he ain't forgetting about no slavery and things. So who Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians want to feel saying, well, yeah, but that was so much years ago and thing. Nah, the Most High ain't saying about so much years ago and thing. The Most High ain't forgetting and thing, right? The Most High said, yeah, they're coming down here and they're going to pay for what they do with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Go to verse 3.
Verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an house, a girl for wine. That they
All right, so see what see now what they do, see how the wickedness they do now. They give a boy for an harlot and thing. I say, see the same thing. They're raping me and they rent and rape brothers and them thing, and then after they sold a girl for wine and that they may drink and thing. You see the kind of thing they do and thing, right? So this is how this is the Most High saying. All these things that the Most High forgetting what these other nations and them do, right?
Right.
Where to verse 4.
Verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head.
Right, so yeah, so here what verse 4 now say now, so as the brother now read, right? So here we say, O Tyreek and Zidon. So when you go and look up Tyreek and Zidon, there was major shipping ports and thing, right? And here now and thing, and the coast of the Palestine, right? Will you render me a recompense, right? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will turn your recompense upon you, right? On your own head, right? So is that what thing now black people like to they like to make an exception, like, hey, when black people are fighting on black people, they like to go to history and say, hey, black people, well, yeah, that going on a long time and thing. I think even I think they went and sell out their own people, but no, we is not Africans, right? And them Africans is not we, and thing, right?
Right.
So just like the Japanese and the Chinese look alike, there's two different nations. We and them Africans and them are not the same nation. They are not the same people, right? That book like this done the one Bible dictionary will show that it have things like with Pharaoh, the Most I see will make a difference between you, the Egyptians, and Israel and all these things. It keep on it have many other verses in the Bible to show, but with Paul and all to the people take him for Egyptian and all too, right? And thing to say that thing, we is not Africans and thing, right? And thing to say, same thing, get it, black people get it out their head and thing, right? And wasn't we people, they sold we people into slavery and thing, right? That the other, it was the Africans and them, right? Which is really the Canaanites, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Egyptians and them, right? These are the people who make up that landmass of Africa today, right? Only after years passed, they started, just like the Romans and them was one people, they started split up and divide themselves and thing. Now you have Greece, Romans, and all the other parts, Jewish and all them things. So the same thing happened in the nation. They started split the nation, started get bigger. They call themselves Ghana, Zimbabwe, thing, right? The same Angola, all these things and them, right? So the same thing come and happen here and thing, right? So we is not them, and them is not us, right? So there's why black people that get these things straight, right? Go ahead.
Verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold into your temples, my goodly pleasant things.
Right, so when you go back here now, so you see what the most I say, I've taken my silver, my gold and thing, right? So when you check out silver and gold, it's precious thing sometimes. You know, something like you just have in your house sometime and thing, you'll either look at put that in a safe place where nobody can see it and things to the same. Or even when you're wearing it and all, you try to be more careful with your gold chain, same thing like fellas and all too, where areas are going because something precious. And this is exactly what the most I say to you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is precious to you. And what they do, they keep now you're telling these Africans and them, hey, you take my gold and silver. No, hey, and when you go back up in verse 4, you say you recompense me swiftly. And things say most I go and think, hey, nah, well, you have to pay for where you do my people and thing, right? And these people precious thing, you have to pay for where you do them, right? So the most I ain't forgetting none of these things and them out there, right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that they might remove them far from their border.
Oh, so here what Tyricans I don't do. Here what these Africans and them do. They sell them to the Grecians, right? Right? And here the Grecians is who I when we talk about Grecians, talking about Greece and who and when you check Greece, what Greece what nation of people Greece belong to? White. And thing, right? Caucasian people, right? And you see now what happening here now. So they now you see now and that's like with the most I prophesying to 2020, see it now for another prophet here 28 and see what actually happened. And even Christ prophesied about it and all too, right? And when you go on they say and might have removed them far from their borders and thing, right? So now again no, we're not close to with them. So we this way part here in the Western Hemisphere and thing, right? So that is not even like they say like you know what we in Africa and when they check back all them in the eastern thing, right? So not to say like Asia and thing, what all them located and the Western Hemisphere here, way far away from the home and thing, right? And you see what the most I say, move them far from you. So black Hispanics and Native Americans don't even try to get these Trinidadian thing in the either Trini and wait name. And either Jamaica and all them things. Get these things out that we head and things. Because you see what going on there, that having that thing is just these other nations above you ruling we and things. Get these things out there. They are the most I said, we far from the borders and things, right? So that all them independence, emancipation day and all them things, get that out that we head. And thing, right? You know, it says, you know, so after that now going into slavery, all these things and them now one thing, right? And now you get a sense, so we spread out part, all parts of the world, that's how we scatter now. See, we go on by the Grecians, the soul here, there, all about, right? And things, right? So give me Isaiah 14 and 12. So just remember, you know, say the Grecian, right? So this is the same thing now again now. So you see nothing come up, and this is now another part again now where the Christians should have no knowledge about anything, right? So Isaiah 14 and 12. So when the I.S.U.P.K tell you that the white man is the devil, is going to see it here, and this is just another nickname here. Bible Lucifer and thing, and more people go think Lucifer is out of this world, somebody with horns or kind of thing, right? But you're going to see Lucifer is the white man here, the day who gave people independence all over the world, right?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken nations.
All right. So when you go back here, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken nations and things, right? So there are a lot of things here now, right? So like just talking about weakening nations, talking about wars and all these things, right? So that the end part. But let me go back. How art thou fallen from heaven and things, right? So when you go back and all to like when they do they get the right knowledge and listening to the I.S.U.P.K, it have heaven with the Most High, where the Most High dwell. The then after now when you check up all the atmosphere, the skies, the rain, the sun, the moon, that another heaven and all too, right? And then now you go to heaven and hell now. Heaven and hell is a condition, right? So like more or less poverty and thing like oppression. This is now what hell is. And when you check back now, heaven now is like rulership now. So when you check back now today, who's the people running? When you check back now, who's the people running this earth and thing today right now, right? There's the white man, right? So when you check back, he is the one calling shots all over the place. That's what happening with Venezuela right now. And he calling sanctions on Venezuela today right now, right? The Most High sending COVID-19 and thing, right? Who's the people and them running the shows with all the vaccines and then while the other nations have one set of vaccine. The white man have Johnson and Johnson. I think he's the star, the more easy out of the right. We say easy what? The
morning, son of the morning.
The son of the morning, and thing, right? So then you check back at it, like the son of the morning, like a star and thing, right? So you go back in cricket and say, but who's the really the star and thing, who's the thing? We're gonna be Brian Lara, Michael Jordan, quick answers and thing. But when you check back, you know who running the world is straight out that quick answer. And thing, and who running the world? The white man running the world. What should they know, right? So all these the other nations and thing, right? They have the Chinese and them with Sinopharm, right? And I think they have another one, right? But when you check back, Kovacs, right? When you check back now, the white man again, now, right? So that's just show you again how much you have. You have Johnson and Johnson, Pfizer, what's name? Moderna, and AstraZeneca, and thing, right? So you see 4 and thing again. And what they're doing, they're calling each other, saying when to go, when to come back, and thing. Just the other day, they make a promise to trade that for the longest thing. But how come us Germany get flood out and thing, before they can even say anything about it, what they do? They go and they send all the vaccine to Germany and thing. They call this up. They say when we go say when to job that day, when to do that so and thing, whatever and thing, right? And these are the people. This is what we're talking about here. And thing nothing out of the way and thing. And if you do come to the I.S.U.P.K, these things were really before it was really hard. But now when they come there, like wait, when these generals are breaking down these things and these captain like, wait boy, no. I never knew it was so easy in the eyes and thing, because why they had the spirit of the Most High on them, right? And the Most High joining with them, and even though the Most High it will fall apart. And thing. Just remember that, right? Right to verse 13.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. So upon the mount of the congregation in the side.
So when you go back and think for a year, you see that you say I will ascend in heaven and thing. That's the other day. What happened this year? It's about me less than a month. And then they went up in space and thing, right? So you see them again, they're going up there, and now they're going up and thing. They're showing you again, hey, yeah, we the shot callers and thing. We just like the Most High. And thing, right? The stars above and thing, when they start like this, so kind of thing up there and thing. So the same thing happening again, and they always follow these heathens will always follow each other. Somehow they again they pick up the same custom from Nimrod again. Nimrod wanted to go and meet the Most High and thing. The white man he come better than the Africans and them. And this is how the white man is and thing. Right? You see and study and become better than you and become better and take over your whole thing. That's the same thing like Christmas. Christmas begin with these Africans and them. Now to who's the boss of the who's the boss, like who was it like if we say like the dancing boss, who's the Christmas boss right now? The white man is the Christmas boss right now. And when coming to Christmas and thing and a pagan holiday, and that start from the Africans, he take over that full 100 right now. And thing to see again here, I say for thou had said in thy heart, I will ascend into the heaven, I will exalt my thrones above the stars of God, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation. And then I say when you go back again, when they drop all the space shuttles and thing. They have thing to go up there, relax themselves, and when they're ready to come back down and think the same way and thing, right? Go ahead to verse 14.
Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the cloud and will be most high.
So you see again, that's the same thing again. The passing that level where they're not supposed to be passing and think the same way and thing, right? And say that they'll be like the Most High. And every white man exactly feel where he is today. He feel that he better than the Most High right now. He and the Most High under he right. And when the Most High create and the Most High create and thing, right? And this is with respect for the Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. We have the respect for the Most High because why? We know that He created and He above everything, but not for the white man. And that we nation following and listening to the white man and thing, and not having that respect for the Most High, following all the other things that are the other nations and them, right? What? Right. You see what right? You see now? You see what happening here, right? You see the place and this we're passing the clouds and all these things, and exalting yourself above the heavens and thing, right? And the thing, and they go, and see them go on Mars, and see, and they continue to go, right? And that's about a month, less than a month or about a month, they did it again, right? And they'll continue doing it until the Most High is ready for them, right?
Right.
Right to verse 15.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Right, so again now, so here the Most High say, shall thou be brought down to hell. That's like the sides of the pit. Remember earlier we say heaven and hell is a condition and it. So now again now, this is where the Most High will break the white man. I think nobody is above the Most High. And think, right, you will break him down to nothing. And think, right, so the same thing just so. And you Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, where you know when sometimes you feel you're better than your brothers and your sisters and them, and you feel you're up there and you're not about the Most High. If you can go and do anything and go against your brothers and sisters, was there for you, and now you feel almighty. You want to move out from Labi, you want to move out from the ghetto and find yourself in Westmoreland, Palmis, and all these things, and them, and feel the Most High will break it down back to nothing. For sickness and all these things and them, yes, right? Wait till verse 16. This is the interesting part there. Here.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, right, that did shake kingdoms?
Right, so you see now again, so when you go to verse 16, all right, so Lucifer, now where they say Lucifer? They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth tremble, that did shake kingdom? So now when you go back and you check back to the thing, say like somebody's when you watch back somebody's movie stars and them and the rappers and them, that all the that about 20 them sports cars and them with millions, big houses, all these things and them, right? And what happened and thing, they go on off and thing and they come down next to nothing. And thing, right? And these people and them who working in McDonald's and thing do better than them. And straight down to nothing, they come down and thing. The same thing now, the Most High when I do the white man here, bring him down to nothing. And thing, right? And you see what happening here, everybody watching, wait now. But wait now, but you was a multi-millionaire, but you was this big actor, but you was this big basketballer, boy. And what you going on here? But this is the man, but wait now, this is the man who's shaking as scripture say make the earth tremble and did shake kingdoms. He shake down kingdoms and things. He will do pour a atomic bomb and all kind of things. You see what when you check back all these other nations and them, the Africans getting independence from England. You see again we come and get independence again. I see you keep on going. The East Indians get independence from England. And why you see happening again? And do you know we say and do you know we get independence from? Because why? These are people and them again the shakedown nations and we're getting remembrance from. When you watch back, yeah, let me get them let me make them feel free. Let me thing, get them Independence Day and thing and here. What you celebrate this. And not knowing your mind, you celebrating your oppression. Right. Thing, right? And it's so sad. and thing to see that and thing, right? And see it for yourself and all too, right? So blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, independence have nothing to do with we and thing. We just give any white man recognition for the wickedness he do we brothers and we sisters and thing, right? The Native Indians, we Negroes and thing, right? And the Hispanics and them, right? And thing to all I went to the road of the most, the white man, right? And independence, so go again, and then after now they bring all these other things again. So just like the parade, to lost we mind and thing to go and get alcohol, go and cook pilau and thing, right? And go and cook bus up shot and roti and thing. And so and the rest I keep on going and thing and not looking it and not being conscious minded. Hey, what is I really doing up? What is I really doing up here, boy? And thank God now for the I.S.U.P.K. I think if we about 4 years, it's 4 years of independence, me and I to see that again, no more. And thing too, right?
Right.
So let me go to some of the things now they started give we independence days, like they started giving the steel pan, national birds and all these things. And I check out national birds and think when you check national bird, that bird is just a bird. I think now you are national bird and nah this and that and thing and now but you leave them thing alone and one thing. Yeah, we say no, because you know certain birds you're not supposed to be, but they see now how they extreme certain things is really nonsense, it's really nonsense to be and thing, right? And thing too, steel pan and thing too. So let me check out so like the steel pan, what again they give you the national birds, the national anthem and all these things and them, right? And they sing and then after now when you sing I stand at attention. If you do stand at attention, they could charge you and all these things and them and things are not making sense for the black man and Hispanic man. If it was making sense, you could have well say, well, yeah, no, I agree with it, but not making sense to the black and Hispanic man. So let you go to let you go on the motto here now, right? And see again now these things line up with the black man and thing and with the most I say about you black man and thing, right? The children they go Trinidad and Tobago motto. Right? Together we aspire, together we achieve. And when you watch these things today, and all everybody hands up and thing, right? And nobody not going against these things. But when you watch today again, you watch you watch all the whole port of Spain and thing, right? You watch the whole of Sando and thing, right? You watch all in these cities and them and thing. Where's the black man owning all these buildings and them? Where's the black man owning all these buildings? So see what hey, you know what? You're going by brown and thing, you're going by curtain and thing, right? You're going by Josh and then so you just going like the slave names and them, but nah, what you're going by you're seeing is sing, go and sing, you're seeing the Syrians and them and thing, right? When you check back all this together, we aspire, this is not working out for them. This is not working out. This is all these things again where the brainwash come to we black Hispanics and Native Indians. All these things they feel like yeah, and these are black people and thing. We had our love, so like like yeah, there was song we do in my mind and thing in we head, but really and truly, it's really against we and thing, right? When you check back all these things like Jim Crow laws and thing, right? When you check back Jim Crow laws, when they didn't want black people to be around them and what black people had to do, black people had to go on their own. Right. What happened eventually when black people go on their own, they're becoming more industrious than these white people. And the same thing happened in Africa and all too again. Now why the Africans gather way up and sold it to the white man again. Because right. Why? We are developing Africa better than them than who was on that land. And the same thing happened. After slavery, just imagine people there before. They abolished they abolished the slavery, right? And so they say they abolished the slavery. And up come now, black people now, again, come out from that and start to develop their place better than the people who have it for so much a year. So just imagine again if black people again we had a spirit of the Most High and thing. What go happen to Trinidad and Tobago? Let we split up the waiting. Let really all the nations just with it. Even every nation here, the Chinese and them. Just give it Tobago alone with the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and see how we go turn Tobago different from Trinidad and Tobago. Let all the Chinese and them stay, let the Syrians and them stay, let the East Indians and them stay here, and they believe in them with all the plans, believe in them with all the oil. Just give it Tobago and just give it the Bible with the laws, and you will see how different blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is go be and thing, right? So just like in the scripture now to give me Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation desire.
So this is the Most High saying, gather together, O nation, not desire and thing, right? So no one like black people. So again, black people again, is the Most High saying, so hearing these things again, you know what he said? Gather yourself together, O nation, not desire. Nobody likes black people. So black people again, hey, we have to gather ourselves. So just like you like to say, better we go and meet with brothers and sisters in Tobago and think if we could have do it, and think we'd have changed Tobago better than what it is in Trinidad and all too again. Right? Same thing happen again, but we sisters and them in Tobago again the same advantage again from these other nations and whoever they are all to the same way again. So the same thing if we also do the same thing in Jamaica, apply all these things on them, we've been taught to be and what the Most I say is full of segregation. We have to be segregated from these other nations and then gather together our own nation, not desire. We is not about coming together, but together we aspire and together we achieve and then when you watch back all these things and them, these things lose them black people to the and thing right to the bottom in society. And then all you check all the media, the media stations and them, newspapers who own all these things and them, the other nations and them, the buildings and them, who own them, and then the cars and them we buying, who own them, and then who we going to? Going to the other nations and them. Nobody else, and then right? And the same thing keep on, they give you all these nice things and them, sounding nice, but it's really against black people.
Right.
And then right? Give me the say, see for yourself. So all these things, gather yourself together, one nation, no desire. So we're not supposed to be gathering with these other nations to achieve nothing. What we have to achieve by yourself is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians coming together to achieve what we want, and which is to serve the Most High, right? And the Most High, the Most High after that will gather separate we from these other nations and do the instruction and thing, right? So that's what we have to come and do. Gather together and serve the Most High, follow the Most High laws, statutes, and judgments, right?
Right.
To get a picture of the national flag. So you picture the national flag again, so it's red, white, and black, right? So they set the rules when 6 o'clock reach, and think send it up, and before 6, bring it back down, and all kind of thing. And if you don't whereby excitement there, we can be charged with and all that thing. I see all these things, all these meeting, and then make it no sense again. I know why some people living up to it and all too again, right? And that's now you go see some before as Independence they get closer, they're going to see everybody going to start to buy red jerseys, white jerseys. Jimmy Abu them are gonna get richer again. And think we don't know already. You have to go on order. Why you not thinking about that? They're not thinking about since that in January jerseys and white jerseys and black jerseys inside here. Because why? They know that year blacks, Hispanics, and them gonna look to celebrate that and stock up all the alcohol. But so because of COVID-19 right now, they might be able to do it. But if it was thing, I see it already going on right now already, right? So see what the red, white, and black and thing, right? And just like America again, we black people them, they're fighting they're fighting for these flags and them, and when they go back and thing, they're going all in the military and thing, and half of them coming back, some of them reaching back home to their family. When they do come back, plenty of them badly wounded. Plenty of them badly wounded again, because why? They're flying that flag high. They either Trini, either American and all these things, and the same thing happening again, either Jamaican and thing, right? That's seen an Edwards, Usain Bolt, and all these things again, and see again, and just losing me. And one out of these thing, when they check back out your nation and thing, out of this red, white, and black, if your whole nation is 500,000 and thing, you having about 20 of your blacks Hispanics, that's gain your recognition, and after that, it's pure failure. So now you have your Dwight York, your Brian Lara, and thing, right? When you go in the States, you have your Michael Jordan and thing, right? Your Michael Jackson and all of them. When you check back in nation, your whole nation in problem, You have in Jamaica again now, you have your Chris Gayle, you have your Usain Bolt, and after that, your whole nation in problem, and the Chinese running Jamaica. Same thing happening here. The same thing happening here in Trinidad and Tobago. You have Brian Lara, you Dwight York, and them thing. And when you go on when you check back the whole nation, by the East Indians, the Syrians, the Chinese, the whites, the local whites, and everything, and we important. And everybody, I want to go and be focus my son to be like Brian Lara, focus my son to be like Dwight York, go and get in a club and all them thing, and that is not really Mosai set up for me and thing. Right. And you see, I'm going to think, they're making all these men represent this, the Marshall Montano. He from Trinidad and Tobago and thing, but when you check back who coming from behind Marshall Montano, and who coming behind Brian Lara, and check back all the back and the thing back, there's nothing. Right. Nothing for black people and thing, right? And even when coming back to that, they have no voice for black people today. So all the reach up is today, they're still low down, right? And you check back all these, and you check back on all dude who paying Usain Bolt, the other nations and them, who paying Chris Gayle and them, the other nations, who paying Brian Lara, and then the same thing, the other nations and them. And think Marshall Montano, coming back the same thing, who paying them, the other nations, not his people paying them. So when you really check back out, Marshall, all these brothers and them is really nothing with all these other nations. So when it's something is when your nation could pay you and pay these other nations and them. Just like what but that's how you was rightly saying about talking about Lucifer and things. There's mean calling shot callers, the same other nation, and the calling other shots and other nations and them. And that is what the Mosai was that what the Mosai wanted for you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So you to be the shot callers of the world today, right? Right. Not the world calling shots on you, right? Of complete opposite right now. So when you go on and you go and look it up, and then after now, that thing they go on and start to say about the flags and them, just like the lesbian, gays, bisexuals, and transsexuals, and thing, right? So that whole lesbian clip, bisexual clip, transsexual clip, and thing, right? So all them are colors and all too, and everyone in colors representing something, which is really nonsense because you must say just give a color. Now colors having meaning behind it, all kind of same thing with the Mosai, not to follow these things and them, right? Then you go and think back out so here they still the red, right? So the Trinidad and Tobago was chosen by the Independence Committee in 1962, right? So the same thing happened again now. So when after they gave independence and thing, right? So the same thing happened. They give you the Trinidad and Tobago motto, together we aspire and things. So all these things coming in here, we is one. The Syrians and them, the Chinese, the East Indians, the Negroes and them, all is one. But at the same time now, the white man give the Negroes, the East Indians land and you get them pounds and thing, right? Well, while you know, you work, you get nothing and have to go in all these industries after, work so much a years just to get what you're seeing today, them self-help house and thing, right? And then after now, what happening to you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? You have to go and add on to these houses, and then what happening to these Indians? They keep on selling land and continue because why the white man thing and here they get that motto. The motto they get together, we aspire and together we achieve. And we see what happening today? Yeah. That ain't working out for you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right. And here they come and see now. So the black and the every one of these colors representing something. So the red representing the sun, that represent courage and the courage and thing, right? So the same thing again now. So out of the blue and thing, courage is be something out of your mind and thing, right? You get motivated either you get motivated to do good where you can get courage again to motivate somebody the courage to do wickedness. But out of the game, colors just come just out of the blues, and you can get courage from a color. And these are the madness again. We people and they're flying here, and yeah, I fly this flag high, all the Olympics, here's the Crawford. I think the one that's even the javelin, the thing, Keyshawn Walcott and all these things, red, white, and black and thing, right? So and then after now they're going to say representing the black now representing right, so black and white, right? So the red representing the fire, right, the courage, right? Earth, right? Representing dedication and thing, right? So again now you did so the same thing now everybody again dedicating their whole life to the Trinidad and Tobago, either Trini, this, that, all kind of thing, right? All the what they say, all the stupid crab and dumpling all these stupid Christmas thing, again like the carnival, and then why dedicating all their life to these things and then too again, right? Because they are the carnival are dedicating their life to all the bacon shark, the crab and dumpling, and thing. Again, they love to
same thing, emancipation.
Yeah, Emancipation Day, Independence Day, and thing again come around and thing, right? And the same thing keep on going and thing again, right? Same thing, Arrival Day come around, the sister them picking up sari and things, something do belong to her, not to her, not when wearing it normal days and like, but then come and say, well, yeah, you know what going? Yeah. I'm always Trini and thing, right? Yeah. And same thing happening again and dedication and thing like the whole thing and that whole thing like not making no sense here, right?
Right.
And then after now we have white representing purity and equality. And thing again now, so oh boy, come back again. Same playing grounds and thing, right? So all these other nations they want to be on the same playing ground. And when that's not working out for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and thing. And as you turn your back, hey, you nigga this. And a cockroach and them thing and all your paws and all kind of thing, right? And the same thing again and plain and simple, yeah, but nah, I know racist and this and that and thing, but them showing you how racist is. Go ahead, Officer Michael.
I answer like that. So just we bring all the red heavy too because when I watch up all the colors, out of all the colors, the whole white as purity and equality, right? And I just show how the white man immediately penetrate and understand we mind from way back even into the forming and this island. You understand? Because he make sure and remain and leave the color white. And understand? Just like how he so-called white man, he always want to put himself as a god. You understand? And he put the representation on the flag as white as being pure. They're always pure, right? In the black man mind, this white person always pure.
Yeah.
And they're always just. Equality means they bring justice. And understand they always bring good justice. And that's the black man lives. And understand that even in the national flag, they don't program in the mind of the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man to watch these people are
yeah.
And above themselves and watching yourself now as nothing. And understand you remain with the color black, you stay dedicated. You stay dedicated to us. Understand? Right?
Yeah.
But we pure and equal. Understand? In the sight of the people. Understand?
Yeah.
So that the created at the white man upon the entire population of the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man.
And rightfully said by Officer Micah. So right and all too, right? So the same thing again. So all these things again, the same thing again. They know at the study black people. Let me put all these things to make them sound good because you know why? These are loving and caring people, but you don't know. Hey, if they're ready for the most high, they're gonna know that hey, we not supposed to be joining them. But you know what? We're not listening to the most high, and we know we're doing. We're listening to the white man and thing. And when you check back all these things again, it's the same heathen customs. All these things is heathen customs they put inside here. The red, the white, the black, everything you see and what it represents is natural heathen customs we following and all too, right? So when you go on and thing and let's just show this and all too. Give me Romans chapter 1 and verse 25.
Okay. chapter 1 and verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
As you see again now, so we stop serving the Most High, right? I know we started do. We started serve the was created, and then so we started serve the white man and all these other things in the world and thing, right? And same thing go on. We started pick up these heathen Hispanics and Native Indians. So now you just stage now right now, you blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, you get out here now in the streets freely to tell you that hey, you as God chosen people, you are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, not supposed to be following these customs and now it's now time now to see that hey, wait not really and truly these things not really making no sense, no sense of black people and all too, because when they check back all these things again, they worry to be on that, they worry to be on that same playing ground, and them know by we playing on that same playing ground by not keeping and not being separated from them. Them is the same thing we go beat to the bottom. Right? And there you see they keep on happening. So just like all these things and the national anthem makes no sense. And then just in that time to go through the same thing and all you go see for the national anthem makes no sense for black people and all too. Just like you see the motto, just like you see the national flag and all these things, and these things they still lose we. And that's but wait now. What that really doing for we and thing. I know everybody proud, everybody think when the Olympics everybody started buy flags again, we train all stick it all on the car moving around and thing and failure to black people and thing, right? And the same thing, and they go back now. Same thing happening here now and thing to independence come around, right? Independence again, and you see it happening now. And now they go to the so now we're going to the head of state, which is the president here right now, and they go see again now all these things again now. So we see the whole customs, the whole thing. Now you're gonna see now the head of state now. You're going to see from all these presidents before and then to even up to right now and all too. And same thing happening from Ellis Clark, Hassan Ali, one from Tobago, Robinson, and then you see happening again and same black people still in problems today again, right? So we're not listening to the Most High, and they know you actually can enlighten you all and all to the same way now to come out from here and then right, come out from these customs and them, right? Then you go back and now to the head of state now. So this is now again now the president here now one thing, right? So from ever since now when they get independence now, they get president something, they get president now. Then now the people know what to be answering to who was above them. So there's now again who was answering to the white man, which is England and thing, right? So there's no what coming up to them, hey, you're going to we leaving here just soon or anything, or you're going to answer to we and then but you're going to whereby it is we're going to leave them right here, but we're going to send we cut and thing, right? So they say then they come just and leave all them riches. And they leave all them riches just so and just go on the way. No, I think BP, Shell and all them things, Moko and all them things. Yeah, if it's just so Texaco and them things and just be all that money just so you're going on. Why going to run it? You're going on, but we cut and thing. If you make 1,000, you're going on. Send 700 for week, 300 is yours. And this is what the setup here. Them presidents and thing, and then after to run you all. But literally again now, all these things all for you black Hispanics and Native Indians. And it even get more worse. So when you check back on how the Mosai is set up a thing, the Mosai always have men. When you check out something, a woman and a whole structure set up and thing, right? So before it start off with a man, which was Ellis Clark and thing, which was my brother, the same way again, but see it never work out for me. And think the same way come back with the other nation. It never work out for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian. Come with another brother again. It never work out for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian. Another brother, Maxwell Richard again. It never work out for you. And here we go and change now. It changed to a woman, right? You know, so when you come back to certain things again, you have a woman, and then after you have a man and woman in a country. But now you have a woman running the arm. You have a woman and girl, and them could never be at the Mosai and thing. And me, I can never listen to them and respect them and thing. And even she was a rightful thing. She already know she plays and all too, just like Kamla and all too again. So you see again why you mustn't follow these seasons and them. These seasons and have women being the boss and all kind of thing too, and that's not supposed to be taking place. So that's to show you know too, we will go in the just go in the scriptures and all this. So presidents and all these things is nonsense, and that's to show you where it reached to right now and all to right. So give me 1 Corinthians 11:1.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 1. Be ye followers, even as I also am of Christ. Verse 2. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. Verse 3. But I would have the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is the Most High.
So when you're going to read all that whole thing, you're the Most High, so you're the Most High, see that? So this is it, right? But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ. So the men on the face of the earth and thing, right? Which is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We head is Christ, right? And then after that they say, and the head of the woman is the man and thing, right? So the head of the woman is the man, right? And then the and Christ's head is the Most High and thing, right? So when you check back all this now, right? So when you go back now, the men we have two heads, right? Which is Christ and the Most High. So the Most High first, then Christ, right? When you're going on now, so when coming to the woman, you're going on happening now. So the women have three now. So see now it's hard and thing two again, right? So the women have the Most High, right? They have Christ and the men. So again now we see now going on and thing and they don't break down, they don't break down there already and thing two again. But you see now what happening here right now? There the Most High say, and the head of a woman is a man. So at no time these things not supposed to be taking place. Having a woman being a president over woman and men running in a society. That's not supposed to be taking place and all too. And if she did think be a obedient sister, so I know that hey, she's not supposed to be up there and thing, right? But she is not at the Most High and thing, right? She decides she's a disobedient woman. And then to again when you check back certain things again, and when you check back our woman again when coming to this thing, it's the same thing happened with Eve. You can persuade a woman easy and thing and make she go in that direction and thing. And the same thing happening with these with Kamala and all thing. Them other men and them telling she what to do and thing. The decision is not up she and thing to the same way happening and thing too again. So them know what they're doing and thing, right? And things. So that day right now, that's not going to help black people right now. That don't offer already. And if you have to follow anything, that's the thing. Follow me, or I follow you see people follow me as I follow Christ. And thing, right? So you same thing again. So if you want to follow the Most High, follow me as I follow Christ. And just so the scripture saying that thing. Somebody to lead you, it will always be men to lead over women, right? Not women to lead over man. And thing. And that more, so you're gonna get about two more. You're gonna get about two more just to show it and all too, right? So give me 1 Timothy 2:12. Yeah, come.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Right, so the same thing here we see happening today in Parliament and all these things, and them the same thing when they apply into home, and the same thing the congregation and things. So when you check this, right? But I suffer not a woman to teach, right? So in this case now, she will be one now gain directions and all these things and gain directions and all these things. And this now with the Most High again. It will never add up and thing, and it will never be right. And no to observe the authority over man. So when you go in thing here, so now you're gonna see the full thing with the Most High saying here. So now for no to observe the authority over the man, to be silent. Not like we see now with when they sit down they Kamala telling man what they want all of this and that and is a Oreo, this and thing. Nah, that is not how a woman should be. That is not how a woman should be kind about herself and all and to be telling men, hey, go so and do that and all them things. Because why they do these things again? A woman pin on a masculine spirit and that dangerous and all too. Because when she doing that again, it come like she on the same level with she man and thing. And a woman not to be on the same level as a man. She should be on that all times and thing. But when she on that same level, when a man she feels she could talk to she man, she could also disrespect she man at any other time too. Because why? She feels she on the same level and thing. And always a order. It always a order with the most and everything again. Just wrong again about that whole president thing right now and all to see again changing time. This are the thing. So who changing the Mosai laws and thing and who setting them up? Same white man Teddy setting them up and thing, changing the Mosai laws, setting things for black people to follow and all kind of thing, making women above men and the same thing keep on going on. You see what's going on there? So this time that have big destruction to black Hispanics and Native Indians. So you watching that there and saying, yeah, look first black president Trinidad and Tobago and thing, but black women in trouble today in Trinidad and Tobago and thing. And see that thing one out of the blue, just like Brian Lara, Marshall Montano, to IGO, all of them, one out of the blue, and you see again one out of the blue. And when check back here, all the black women and them today, they in trouble today and all two again. All in KFC working and thing and I same thing doing jobs, all these things that them we say with CPEP and all these things, and that is not what black people want for the nation of Israel. And when you check out what the Mosai say about with him, Mosai call the nation the black woman them Zion princess and thing, right? So you see the high stage he use the woman them Zion princess and thing, right? So meaning you belong to the royalty and thing, right? But what is royalty today? There's nothing royal about the black Hispanics and Native Indians women today until you come back to the law, statute, and commandments of the Mosai. Stop following all these Trinidadian, Jamaica, and things that are America and all these things and them, right? We had to come out from that, right?
Right.
And let me go to Deuteronomy 17 and 15. So that's another one. So no woman have no authority over a man. And you're going to see now again when the Mosai choosing somebody again, you're going to see who you're going to choose and thing too, right?
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17 and verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord shall choose, one from
among happening here and thing, right? So that is show again show that policy when coming to you black Hispanics and Native Indians is off already. So one, it start off with you had Ellis Clark, right? But after Ellis Clark you had Hassan Ali. So now it going to another nation. You know the Mosai say, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord hath chosen, right? One from among thy brethren, thou shalt set over thee. So now again now another nation now come head over you black Hispanics and Native Indians, and that's not supposed to be taking place to you black Hispanics and Native Indians. So the old present all them president thing that done off already. So it can't be one year, another thing. So if that coming down is one thing coming down the line, all your brethren them coming down the line, going and be that thing set up for the Mosai again. So that done off already again. Because why? In this whole cosmopolitan thing, Chinese, Africans, Syrians, East Indians, local whites, abroad whites, and all them thing and all that playing ground, like not so with black Hispanics and Native Indians and thing, right?
Right.
What thing and
one from among shall thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother.
Right, so again, you see it here, so nobody else, again, we're not supposed to be setting over thee, which is not your brother and things. So it had to be at the black Hispanics and Native Indians over you. Just like you see here, King Solomon, Saul, David, and things, the Mosai was always choosing the brothers and them, right? And you see what choosing for yourself right now? The governments and them choosing for yourself. So that's already on off already. The black Hispanics and Native Indians, anytime the government choosing the brothers for you, to be over you, that is not the Mosai. So the Mosai trying to let you know, hey, you see all that voting and all them things, that's not supposed to be happening. You're not supposed to be voting and things for no president, no prime minister and all these things. And that is not for you and thing, right? And then after you let you know, one out of your brethren. So that's on off Paul and May weeks. That don't offer already because we say brethren. So you know that is a virgin. That is not a woman. So the same thing happening here. You pointing a woman
So
right.
Right.
So this was new nationality and thing. I said right. We see here now again, right? So thanks for pulling it up. So you see now again. So after Ellis Clark and thing, which was our brother, now we have another nation, right? Which is our East Indian and that is not the Mosai. The Mosai one out among the virgin and this was not of we. And this is not of the nation of Israel. He is not no Hispanic brother. He is not no Native Indian brother. And he is not no Negro and things. So that was not true of. And then after boom, they come back again and they bring another brother, A.N.L. Robinson and Maxwell Richards and all these things that keep on happening. And now it's switched now. It's going from men to women. And that is the Mosai never ordain a woman to be over a man and thing. And this is all these independence thing nonsense and thing, right? And keep on going on and thing too, right? Give me 24.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 24. Speak unto the church, saying, in the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall he have a Sabbath, a memorial of trumpets and holy convocation.
Right. So again, now this is the thing that the Mosai ordained us to keep, just like the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and thing like the Feast of Tabernacles, and thing like the Feast of the Feast of Dedication and thing like that, also known as Hanukkah and thing. These are the things the Mosai ordained with eat. And then after now we have one come. This is one of the holidays coming up very soon, and thing too, right? And this is one of the memorial blowing of trumpets, which is really was to warn the nation of Israel of any troubles coming right now. And this is what the I.S.U.P.K now more or less being that out there right now, warning you of these other nations and things, letting you know that all these times and seasons when the Mosai tell you to watch and observe and all these things, and letting you know who he is and thing, and not to follow all these customs and so more or less getting the warning. And this is always like this is like a part of we things just like this is right in front of me. So this is something we'll be doing and all too, and coming back to this this holiday memorial blowing a trumpet. This is like where we'll be warning the nation or any trouble or anything coming, right? So more like this is thing I say like see if I can get some power in it right here. Right? So this is all a part of our culture and our history and thing, right? And if you do come into I.S.U.P.K, you all will know about these things and everything, right?
Right.
So this is one of the holidays this year we're coming up, right? And this is the only thing the Mosai will be delighted in, right? Not no Independence Day. Mosai knows nothing about Independence Day, right? Give me Isaiah 2.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
All right, so when we go and celebrating all these holidays from New Year's, Carnival, Valentine's, Indian Arrival Day, Emancipation Day, Independence Day, all this in a few days and things, we sinning against the Most High. We just adding sin to sin and thing, because why we not taking following thing to the Most High say to follow and thing, right? People give certain laws about who have to be over we and thing, right? Now we having thing and we voting. And we're voting for women, I think we're voting for other nations, and we're not taking the Mosai, cover, we're not hearing the things the Mosai say to do and thing, right? I see what happening today, and then what have we to the bottom today in Trinidad and Tobago in Jamaica, in all America and thing, and why? Because why we're not following things that the Mosai and thing, and what we should be doing, giving orders to the other nations and thing, right? And we now taking orders from the Mosai and thing, right? Not even did to do that right now, right?
Right.
Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 64.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
You see, now we disobey the Most High, Lord started on judgments and the rest. So now we the Most High saying, we will serve other gods, and now by serving other gods, we're going to serve all the other customs of the other nations and them. And this way, you ain't no serving, that meaning that, hey, you really under something and thing. I say, we're going on there, you're really under the other nations and them. So blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and thing, you have to come out and do the thing with the Most High say to do and thing. Because why? If we continue, that's why if you serve another God, which is wood, and then we're representing the Christian church, the stone representing the Muslim mosque, and then after the rest, it have the other minors and them like Egyptology and all these others and them. But this is where black people fall in. Black people fall in the Christian church, they fall in the Muslim mosque and thing, right? And this is what you see again by you not following the Most High laws and things. This is going to be under all these other nations. It's going to be under the white man. It's going to be under the Chinese. It's going to be under the East Indians and everything. And it's time now we come out from that. Because look how much years we still under here. It's still not looking good for him with him. And will never look good until we most expected for you black Hispanics and Native Indians, right? So seeing again how things we have to take all these things in consideration. Yes, so yeah, I.S.U.P.K out time from 7 to 9 because why they love you, they're not saying about the children and them thing and thing, right? They say about the virgin and the block to go online and thing. They're out here now to educate the black Hispanics and Native Americans. Why? They love the people and thing, right? They like the Christian church. The Christian church do not love black and Hispanics and Native Indians and thing. Christian church all about the gain, all about us taking money from the neighborhood and thing, right? And for all these pastors them to build big houses and to drink nice wine and have nice food and thing and do not care about the suffering we're going on with black people today, right?
Right.
So when you go back now one thing, right? So all these things here the Most I say. So give me Micah chapter 2 and 10.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
So this is again what the Most High again. So arise and depart, but this is not your rest. So Trinidad and Tobago, that is not your rest, black Hispanics and Native Indians. Jamaica is not your rest, St. Lucia is not your rest, America is not your rest, England is not your rest, black Hispanics and Native Indians. That is not your rest, because why would the Most High saying? By we staying in all these places and it's going to destroy you, it's going to pollute you, it's going to defile you and see all these customs of these other nations. All them homosexual laws, abortion, all these things that them going against the Most High, murdering your brother and all these things and them, they're setting up all these things to make you get anger amongst your brothers and to do your sisters and your brothers wickedness and thing, right? And this is what the Most High saying, depart from it and thing, right? Follow not these things. That's like what Christ said, be in the world and be off the world, right? So now we know we right now we know that hey, we are wrong these heathens and them and thing, right? But here we say be not of them and thing, right? So now we know hey, you're going on all them things what they're doing and thing, right now we just have to serve them. But at the same time now we gotta come back to the Most High law, statutes and judgments. So the Most High now will set back up the kingdom rightful and set rightful judgments back on the face of the earth. So don't get tied up with all these Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica and thing, right? And St. Lucia and the Grenadines and Mexico and Brazil and Argentina. Don't get tied up with the Nima and the Messi and all them things. We're putting them spotlight. Some of them men putting the spotlight with certain country high up there and things. Don't get tied up with that. I know we place ours and thing with the Most I see. So let's talk about the 1 or 2 brothers that are paying certain men and putting certain men countries on the map. That will not be placed at the rest and thing, right? When the Most I see again, because we're really seeing the destruction for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and them. Is the one can get no loan if it do get a small loan, they come back and take back your loan, taking your house, they're losing your mortgage, everything. You know, working out for you want to set up a business, they want to know what's going on. If a black man has too much money, where you getting that from and all kind of thing, and you seen it for yourself and all too, just to show you and all too, right? The Jeremiah 14 and 2. And it's good just to show you something and all too what happened just the other day here, right? And all too, right? Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
So again, so Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. So when you see again, black people is the one crying and thing, we one in pain and thing, right? And so we keep on going and thing. We want we're not able to move freely and thing without police same on out of we own brothers and them thing asking well, hey, where you going? Empty your pockets, embarrassing all in the streets and thing. Is the one dying dying murder in the streets. They shot here and CNC3 news, TV6 news and thing, and the rest keep on going on and thing. We do in the morning, right? These are nations and them, they live on it up, feel it, they're nice and thing, right? And thing too, right? Then after now we say the gates there of language and all too, right? They are black onto the ground, right? So the same thing again, right? So who's the black people on the face that you blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians, right? And it's going up. You can't take it, you can't take it no more. It's not that little thing, it's a big thing right now. And thing, right? The nation of Israel activity and thing, right? We fully under oppression and thing, right? I want to check back the gaze of language and thing. So the only black leaders and them, they're playing a blind eye to everything what taking, a blind eye to everything what taking place. And what they're seeing, they ain't saying nothing. And what for them to see, they still ain't seeing nothing neither. So they're playing a blind eye for the both and thing too. I seen it here and all too. So that's the show and all too. You can run the video with Mr. Solo and Monster and thing, right? So we're in a curfew again. So this is what we're now talking about. You can stop it a little bit. So this is the same thing now we're talking about these presidents and them to the same thing, the setting orders and thing. And now we have two leaders and thing running the country right now, right? So you have the president, which is our sister, I think, which not supposed to be there. Then after we have the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, right? But you see the thing about it, they put all these doctor and thing, but I know that nobody never acknowledge Christ, never put a doctorate by Christ and thing. But you see how hidden these things and them could be. I think Christ the greatest man walk the earth and thing, you know? Just Christ, that's Jesus Christ and thing, but the greatest man walk the place and earth. But these commentaries, these men and them who making foolish decisions and nonsense, they have doctorate and this and that and Dr. Sir and Sir and all kind of thing. You see what's going on? But Christ, they have no respect for Christ and they have no respect for the Messiah and thing too. And you've seen it here now and thing, right? So now we're in curfew restrictions and all things, COVID-19 restrictions and things, setting up certain things again, right? So just the other day, about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, remember some boys in Silas was jumping off a kind of ship thing and in the water, just having a little fun and thing, right? And the police and them gathered them up and thing, right? And then after get a bus and carry them in the station, all kind of thing, right? They see how it's happening when coming to the black people and thing. This is what the scripture say again, right? And the gaze there of language, black people again, for them to think to see all these things and to talk about it, they're not going to talk about it and thing. They didn't say nothing and thing, right? So let me go and play this video here now. So this, under these presidents and the prime minister, this was not to be taking place today. What went on this the other day, right? Like monster, go again. And so You can stop it right now. I give you ready to play back, sir. And I'm sure this no Hispanic, no Native Indians, and no Negro own none of these boats and them. And thing, right? Go ahead check out the price range of these boats and them. These boats and them is in the millions and change, and the engines and them coming up to the and the 100,000s and everything, right? And so then kind of about 3, but 2 and thing, right? And thing, right? So that one, but they have COVID restriction and thing. This was never to be taking place and because why? And the same thing happening again. The leaders and them, they see these things and them, and right now they should be apologizing to these brothers and them and see that's what they do them and papi show them. Because every one of them who went on that boat right there and that great race should be locked up from the same Coast Guard, the police, the regiments, all of them. And this is the same thing again. And you know what? We black leaders them the same thing again, go say nothing and thing. All the men, all the black people in power and thing. And you see the thing happen. We have a president who is a black leader, and we have a prime minister with a black leader, and these things not to be taken place. And this is exactly the most I see again. This is not be placed a restaurant thing. It's seeming like nice fun and all kind of thing. But just remember we brothers and them who just they just want to have fun. Them want to have fun to the same way, but not on the same playing ground and thing. It's never on the same playing ground. When the white man do this, when in Sydney in America now too, when we brother do the same crime like the white man and thing, what has happened? The brother get 20 years, the white man do the same crime, get 3 years and thing. What will happen here and thing? Anybody take them and put them on the ground and thing, they have a nice time, they have fun, they're gonna pop champagne and all kind of thing. When this they should be locked up and thing, and then when who come in to set up bill, going back to face the marshal to set bill and thing, right? I see what happened to all the brothers and them, they're getting the out there, that's my having a little fun, but them broad daylight, and they just show how powerful this is in them. That great race taking place in the daylight. Where some of the brothers them that's what they're looking in nighttime, that's the thing. They said doing it in the daytime to have fun. I see nighttime, I see what they're doing. Them having fun in the daytime, breaking all the restrictions and things. That recreation day right now and thing, right? And what they say about recreation, nobody not supposed to be on no beach or kind of thing. Them not fishing. That recreation taking place. And you see what happened to the black Hispanics and Native Indians and things happening again. So these brothers and them see that when they check back about a year and a half ago and thing. They just went to beat and having fun. The police come, they put them down on the ground, they get maxis and things. Some of them, they have to hide their face and things. They don't have nothing for them to hide their face. That's why the most I see, and it's time now you black Hispanics and things start really tune into the I.S.U.P.K and know all these things are going on with black people and things, and see that these places, website we see this is not for we and thing, right? No matter how much money you're making, no matter the little you're making. Here is not for you and thing. So do ever feel it can't happen to you and thing, it will happen and all to the same thing. The children they go harm to your children go harm to you until we come back to the laws and statutes of the Most High. And this is not really Most High, was set up with. So all these things and with all these presidents and things, no matter who they, we go and suffer under all these things. All these independence say seen today, we still going to suffer. And this will be the last verse for the give me Leviticus 20 and 24. This is what the Most High was set up for you, black Hispanics and Native Indian.
The book of Leviticus 20 and verse 24. But I have said unto you.
Right? So this is the Most High saying, I have said, so he says this already, right? So this is he's saying it again. And then, no, go ahead.
But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. And I am the Lord your God, which have separated you from other people.
So see again now, sir, but he have said unto you, and thing right, you shall inherit their land. And thing right, so it's somebody thing he said inherit their land, right? So all these other nations and them, we is going to inherit their land. And thing right, and what's going to happen is going to own what them have, right? And this is what the Most High want for you, black Hispanics and Native Americans. You never say on the same ground with them and thing. Not like with the national anthem, the Trinidad and Tobago motto, the national flag and all the colors and them mean and all them things. The Most High ain't saying that. The Most High ain't saying that here. And here we say and you shall possess it, and a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the most power. And then I said, this is what the Most High you know, and want to again do black Hispanics and Native Indians says. See, when it comes to the I.S.U.P.K, now they're seeing something coming up. I am the Lord, and your God, right? So we're going on there and this is the Christian church have no knowledge about the Bible and thank God to the I.S.U.P.K now under command and general go understand this, right? So this is the Mosai saying that I am the Lord. So you see Lord here, and then after now you come and see your God. So they're letting you know that hey, these other nations and them they have gods out there and thing, right? And that have no good. But here he's telling you that I am your power and thing, right? These other nations can't do nothing, but I'm your power and thing, right? So you belongs to the Most High and thing, not these other heathens and them heathen gods who they can't do nothing and thing. So that's the Most High, you know, you not to go and take part in these listen to these heathen nations, you not to bow down in front of these other gods and them, right? I am your power, right? Which have separated you from other people. So Musa didn't say, well, hey, and the same thing, he says separate you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians from other people, which the other people is the other nations. So this is what the blacks, this is what the Musa want for you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So be separated, full out separation from these other nations and them, right? So this is again with the I.S.U.P.K. We have classes right through the week and thing, right? So tomorrow again we'll have classes. Again, that will be the brotherhood class. Tune in and get all the scriptures, get all the brotherhood knowledge how to go about with your brothers and sisters. That will be with Officer Wapiala. And that will be the end of the class tonight. And I will pass the class over to Priest and Officer Michael.
This is the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West, 125th Street, New York, under commanding GEN.YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. After 6 months, if your brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 to 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew and pronounced Maisra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, funeral offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. The upcoming Holy Convocation is the memorial blowing of the trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month on the Hebrew calendar, which is Monday, the 6th September 2021. You can find this in Leviticus chapter 23, verses 24 to 25. Remind R.K. Manakwati to check on social media, such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he's to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, like shirt, like pants, like headbands or scarf, and with that, we say Imadium. Come on. We're going to be giving the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shamka, Yahawah, Malakotka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Baratza, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Nathanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kawatana, Kasalaknawa, Kawatana, Wala'a, Tabianawa, Sayawan, Abad, Hoshina, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala, Wataparat, Iwalamiam, Aman.
What we just said, our Father, which art in heaven,
hallowed
be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, earth as in heaven, give us this day, our daily bread, and forgive our debts,
and forgive us our debts,
and we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it.
Amen. Sir, let's give the teacher a one courtesy salute. Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shamil Shabakata, Yadam Bata. Sir, let's give the sisters a one courtesy salute. Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shamil Shabakata, Yadam Bata. Class dismissed.